Hello agents and welcome back to another Division video. Today we are back on the PTS. We're looking at different builds. We've been doing some testing and I've seen a lot of videos online about how OP the Foundry Bulwark set is. And it is very OP. It's had a change in PTS phase 2. The recovery was being calculated wrong and they've changed that up now. And I thought I would give it a go, but with a little bit of a twist. So effectively this is meant to be a tank set. When you read out the gear set and you read out all of the 2, 3 and 4 piece bonuses that you get, it does come across as a tank set. But I thought, what if we could make it a DPS set and essentially make it a build where soloing is really easy and it takes away all that worrying about being in cover. It takes away all the worrying about if you're on heroic solo or being reset back to the beginning. And I thought just by doing this I would get some pieces from the boxes that already have red rolls on, roll the mod slots, adjust my foxes and contractors to what they need to be, and essentially try and make a DPS build out of it. This is what I have come up with so far. I've gone with the TAC 50 for the specialization because I'm using rifles and I want some extra headshot damage. I've gone with everyone's favourite M1A because in the PTS still is very good. Go with either Rifleman or Boomerang, whichever is more to your liking. And then we've got the Foxes and Contractors gloves. I'm not going to go over these in insane detail. I don't think it's worth it. This build might change and everybody at this point knows what Foxes and Contractors gloves look like. But as you can see, I've rolled critical hit chance on these. But what we will do, we'll spend a minute just looking at the Foundry Bulwark. 2 pieces gives you 10% total armour. 3 pieces provides armour regeneration of 3%. And 4 pieces provides makeshift repairs. Whenever you or your shield takes damage, 40% of that amount is repaired to both over 10 seconds. So every time we take a hit, 40% of that is going to be repaired to my shield and to myself if needed, for 10 seconds. As you can see, this came with 10% critical hit damage, and I rolled the mod slot from a blue so that I could put in some critical hit chance, and obviously with a decent chunk of armor. Then with the chest piece, obviously the set bonuses are exactly the same, but this one came with nearly 120k armor, 4.4% crit chance, but I rolled the blue mod slot so I could put in some more crit chance. And the talent, improved materials, increases makeshift repairs from 40% to 60%, so therefore our repairs are even higher because we're running the chest piece. Then the holster, because this came with 10% crit damage, I rolled the core attribute. We don't have a mod slot to worry about here, so I rolled the core attribute to give myself some extra damage. And then with the backpack, comes with armor really high, it came with critical hit damage quite high, and I rolled the bod slot from blue to red to put in some critical hit chance. And the talent increases makeshift repairs speed from 10 seconds to 6 seconds, which is really nice. Increases basically that heal that we're bothered about. So essentially we can heal all of the time. And obviously as well, with it being the M1A, put out some damage. Revive a hive for a backup. Shield. We're going with shield health. Holster regeneration doesn't matter. And then in here, we could put in some active regeneration. And that's the build. Really nice. Obviously, the only ones that are going to be raid exclusive, I think was confirmed last week, will be the backpack and the chest piece. So the other pieces we'll be able to get in the open world, and we might be able to run this with these two as gear set, and perhaps then change these two up and maybe go glass cannon perhaps, and we could then go back to the old faithful, go like vigilance on the chest piece, on the backpack, sorry. You could perhaps be a little bit more up close and personal. We could go with intimidate and then go with the new backpack with the matador, with perfect adrenaline rush. Because obviously if we can farm these 4, the mask, holster, gloves and knees, we've got a much more, an increased chance of getting them with good reds on, allowing us to roll the other attribute or roll the mod slot off. So just some food for thought there. if it's going to be any good. So let's go and give it a try. We'll load up a heroic mission. Just to give you a very quick overview of my stats. My M1A is still standing at 390k. 53.6% crit chance. Obviously I would love this to be at 60, but I just can't reach it with the limited rolls that I've got. 92% critical hit damage, which is still pretty decent, and 95% headshot damage. And we've got 8% armor damage. So we'll go over to one of the Warlords of New York's missions because they tend to be a little bit more difficult. We'll go into Wall Street. It's a good section of enemies right at the beginning. Make sure we're on heroic. Okay. I'm going to go with the rifleman one. I think the extra damage will pay off.
But if you find his supply depot, raid it.
As long as I can hit my shots. So far damage feels okay. Oh, that's not good. This is going to be a great test now. Whoa. Oh, so we can't just basically stand and tank damage like we could if we were complete blues. We've got our shield back. Get rid of this guy, who's the problem. But now we're taking a little bit of cover. We've not got two machine guns firing at us. Certainly feels much more safe. Machine gun, there's a right pin. And now we're obviously being hit by that bleed effect, which is actually just being counteracted by the gear set. So it actually makes the big guy with the shield laughable. Look at the regenerations by sitting in cover. We hit with bleed again, no worries. Again, no problem. Damage still feels pretty good. He's taken quite a few shots, obviously. More than if we're spec'd completely red. But the minute I started using cover and protecting myself and actually playing properly, not just trying to face tank everything, there was actually no worries. And I was taking turret damage from two enemies at the same time.
Radio intercepted.
Under gunfire. Report.
Loading area by Broad Street is under attack. It's the division.
Sell the gates. UCATC, do not let them raid the stockpile.
I just imagine if I can get some more offensive stats in on it. I got lucky enough with some rolls. I really wish the PTS would let us roll multiple attributes onto gear for testing. He's gonna bleed out. There we go, and we got him. What we'll do is just do the next section, just to see what it's like. Some heavies with these machine guns at top here. But I'm certainly not feeling like I have to go into cover half as much. The regeneration is actually crazy. What's this big guy doing? 2 shotgunners here. He'd easily be panicking right now. Broke his helmet off. Play with them a little bit, see what happens. Oh, one was on the machine gun, that's a little bit of a worry. But you literally just have to be in cover for a second and then all of a sudden everything's safe again. Which is really good, really great. So I think it could be completely viable as a DPS set. I don't even think you need to go full shield and pistol. You don't need that much survivability. Just roll on some reds, crank out the M1A and go nuts, and don't really feel like you're at risk at any point. The regen is just really, really, really good. So a couple of versions of Bulwark I'm going to need for shield builds perhaps. But I think for a DPS build when I'm solo and I just want to walk through it, you know, not even bring an M1A, perhaps just bring a Bullet King and just mow through stuff. You know, for ease of life, could make it really, really, really easy. Put on Gunner, put on your MG5 and just blow things away. Go in cover for a second, get all your life back and then just carry on going. Very much like Arnold Schwarzenegger in The Terminator for sure. That kind of feeling, just being able to tank a hell of a lot of damage. I'm just going to interrupt the video there because I came up with another idea why I was editing the video. Obviously we could use Technician as the specialist rather than go for headshot damage and the extra bit of stability from the TAC-50 specialisation. I've included a very small clip at the end where you can see the shield taking some extra damage because obviously it gives us a little buff. So if we just look very, very quickly at the shield, we're actually going to be skill tier 4 rather than skill tier 3, which gives us 10% extra active regeneration, gives us 50% more shield health, and it gives us 5% more holstered regeneration. So just a little bit more tanky for the loss of some headshot damage from using the TAC-50 specialisation. So a couple of different ways you can run it. Let me know what you think. Check out the clip right at the end. Let me know what you think in the comments down below, guys. Do you think this set is overtuned? Do you think they're going to nerf it even more before it comes to the live servers? I guess we will see. Thank you for watching, everybody. Come and check me out live on Twitch, twitch.tv/DJTICKLE, where I stream almost every day. Hit the subscribe button, hit the bell so that you get notified when I upload more Division videos, and I will see you in the next one. Thanks for watching, everybody. Goodbye.
You're coming up on Dragov's outer perimeter. Remember, you're only here for Dragov, but if you find his supply depot, raid it. Denying Dragov that stockpile will also deny Keener crucial support.
Be careful. I still don't like the idea of throwing you to the wolves, no matter how much we want Dragov first role in the City Hall attack.